Hello everyone, welcome back once again. So today's video is all about how to make simple products, uh, the products that you generally use in daily life. Particularly, I'm going to start with a toaster. So again, I'm using the isometric box technique, very easy to use. So start with a rectangle. Again, right now whenever you see a product, so you need to make a box according to the product. So if you're making a phone, so you need to reduce the size, means the height. You can increase the length. So I'm making a toaster, so you can overall you can increase the dimension, but yeah, that should be according to the product. So now adding some guidelines here. So these guidelines are actually for the top, the holes where you insert the bread. So you can reduce the gap between these two gap or like holes. Otherwise you can even change the design, but let's start with the simple products first, so at least you can learn how to make the common product that you use. So on the side, no, I'm adding a slider. So it's very easy, like whenever you start any or see any products, so see the dimensions. Also you can change the angle. It's not important to draw only front. Sometime you can if your product has some detailing on the other side, you can draw that as well. So sometime we create multiple views of the same product. Also the product that you use in daily life do not have very sharp corners, so slightly add some like slightly make the corner slightly smooth. So otherwise it's going to harm the sharp corner is going to harm uh, us. That's why this is how you can draw. If you want to add some wires and something, then definitely you can add that as well. Also if you want to put a logo or any switch or something, that also you can add. So now my basic uh, sketch is done, so I'm just adding or making this line slightly darker using this micron pen. So by this technique actually you can add or easily draw any kind of products. So again, always if you're new into product designing, so start with the basic kind of shapes, not too fancy or too curve object. That also we will cover, but let's uh, you know go and like serial wise. So always start with this basic cubicle shapes. So then we will slightly modify the shape. So it is easy to follow. The technique is easy. Just you need to draw a cuboid according to the product that you imagine or that you see in real life. So if you follow the tutorial, later on when you try to some draw something from your imagination, or if you want to modify the product, then easily you can do that as well. So here now I'm going to make a laptop. So this is also easy. So I'm making open laptop, not a close one, so you can see both the screen and the keys and everything. So make a rectangle, not a square. So if you see any laptop, the screen is slightly wider. Now for the bottom part, so again follow the diagonal line, so that is again parallel to the above line also. So when you particularly draw this kind of like book or this kind of laptop or some folding phones or something, try to keep the shape, the above the up, the front part, like the screen, and the bottom part same. Otherwise, if you notice when you close your laptop, so they finish on a same edge, not the otherwise. If you make the bottom part slightly longer or bigger, so they will look slightly off. So you need to follow that as well. Now the inside screen is actually square, means not square, rectangle, but very sharp. Okay, we can't add any curve line there. So like this you can add a mouse pad, and for the keys you can draw a few lines. Again, the product is not that big, so I'm not going to add more details, but if you make the laptop slightly bigger, then you can also add key detailings like some alphabets or even all the keys that you see in a laptop. So now we can uh, maybe draw a adapter. So again, I'm again trying to keep the shape simple, but slightly let's add, or let's make it L shape kind of adapter. So the top part, the where the plugs, where the metal parts you see, going to be slightly bigger than the bottom one. So I'm making the bottom part slightly sort of like this. So it's like a L shape kind of, if you can see it here. Not too difficult shape, very simple. Now different countries use different kind of adapters. So sometimes you see uh, like cylindrical plugs, sometimes you see those spherical, like straight. So I'm adding a simple one here. So to maintain both top and the bottom both parts same, you can actually add some guidelines, and you need to also maintain the thickness. So here I'm adding some guidelines. So whenever you make some guidelines, try to keep the lines slightly thinner, so you can actually make the final lines darker. If you even, you can also use a pencil if you want. Now here is the top part. So generally the top, like in 3 pin, the top part is slightly thicker, and also longer as well. So I'm trying to keep it on the center and slightly thicker as well. If you don't want the top pin, then you can leave this one and just stay with the bottom two. Then again slightly make this corners smoother. I'm not adding any wire or anything, so let's just keep it simple. So like this you can create the common products. Now I'm making a like a gift box. It's very easy. Just you can start with a cuboid again. Then you can actually you can increase the size. The gift box can be any size. So when I'm adding a lid, so the top part of the box, so that is slightly going to be thicker, and I'm also adding a ribbon. So you can just draw the line above this box. If you want, you can make the line slightly darker, that is up to you. So you need to follow the lines according to the box. If your box is in a different shape, then you need to follow that as well. So here the box is simple, so the ribbon is going to be slightly outside this box, just not too much. And here I'm adding this the top part. So not too difficult, it's very easy to follow. So by this technique, you can actually make very interesting products that you see in daily life. So uh, if you want, you can actually now add some shadow or something. So it's up to you, it's secondary thing. Just try to draw some common products, some phones, maybe package designs or something, and you can present the product in any manner, like you can place on top of a table, you can color it, you can add some shadows. So this is a way of presentation. So there are different, designers use different technique to present their product. So I'm adding just a shadow. So if you see, there is gap between the shadow and the final product, so it's like kind of floating on the air. So thank you so much, guys. Hope you learned something. In next video we'll learn some cool products again. So thank you so much once again. See you soon at the new video. Take care and goodbye.